If you want to get a good quality mouse for gaming according to your needs, then watch the video till the end and then decide. So let's get started. At number 1 position we have Glorious Model O. Glorious Model O remains our favorite gaming mouse in this year, especially as the introduction of the Model O2 means that the original has dropped in price to become one of the best value ultralight mice. Glorious captured the zeitgeist for ultralight gaming mice on their first attempt, with a 68-gram mouse that still feels solidly built and comfortable in the hand. In our testing, the light heft of the Model O makes it noticeably easier to flick onto a target in shooters like Counter-Strike even when compared to a svelte mouse like the 80 grams Logitech G Pro Wireless. Moving on to the next at number 2, Logitech G502X Plus. G502X Plus is Logitech's latest iteration on their immensely popular G502 series, which is known for its large number of programmable buttons, dual-mode infinite, ratcheted scroll wheel and wide, comfortable design. The flagship G502X Plus and the more affordable wired G502X and G502X Lightspeed make some sensible changes in order to update the mouse for a new generation. First of all, the mouse acknowledges the popularity of optical switches, switching to a hybrid optical-mechanical design that offers the fast feedback of opticals and the tactility of mechanical switches. The weight has also dropped substantially, a response to the continuing trend towards ultra-light options, and optional weights are no longer an option. Finally, the thumb button has been made reversible and even removable, allowing it to fit a wider range of hand sizes and user preferences. RGB lighting is only found on the Wireless Plus model, but looks fantastic with a diffuse look and a nice retrowave gradient out of the box. Taken together, the G502X Plus feels like a much more modern mouse than its predecessor, while maintaining the characteristics, the features, the ergonomic right-handed design and relatively high weight that made it popular in the first place. If you hated the G502 Hero because of its heavy design, then you won't be converted by the G502X. But if you like that older model or simply don't mind a heavier mouse if the features are up to par, then you'll find plenty to appreciate here. Note that at present, the G502X models are too expensive to recommend for most people, but as price drops inevitably occur and stock of previous iterations dries up, the G502X will come into its own as a high-performance option. The number 3 position is held by SteelSeries Rival 3. Rival 3 is a top-tier budget mouse for small to medium-sized hands. It has a surprisingly low weight of 77 grams, making it technically an ultra-light, and a good shape with matte plastic that's easy to maneuver in claw or fingertip grip styles. The sensor is a top optical, branded as the True Move Core, and seems very similar to the well-respected Pixart 3330. The Rival 3 also includes RGB lighting and 6 buttons, which is a great haul for a budget mouse. Now for a few negatives. While this mouse is an ambidextrous shape, there are only side buttons on the left side, and these are quite slim. The mouse's cable is also subpar, being made of rubber and staying quite inflexible, making a mouse bungee a wise move. The mouse feet are also a bit worse than those found on more premium mice. However, both of these elements can be upgraded by the user, so they're wise cost savings that don't hurt this mouse's potential in any meaningful way. All in all, the Rival 3 is a fantastic value gaming mouse and a great successor to the Rival 110. Another strong budget mouse is the Logitech G203 LightSync. The LightSync model is very similar to its prodigy predecessor, but includes better RGB lighting that allows for smooth gradients instead of solid colors. Otherwise, you get the same specs and features as before, including a reliable optical sensor, pleasant clicks and that comfortable flat shape, which is much beloved by legions of G102, G203, G305 and G Pro owners. This budget mouse is well worth considering for anyone that prefers a claw or fingertip grip with small to medium hands. Next at number 4 we have Corsair Katar Pro Wireless. Corsair Katar Pro Wireless belongs to a rare group of wireless gaming mice that are both relatively affordable and actually perform just as well as their wired counterparts. The COW's strong points include its long battery life, low latency 2.4 GHz and backup Bluetooth connection and an acceleration-free optical sensor that performed well in our testing. The only criticism I can make is the shape, which due to its relatively short length is best suited for smaller hands and fingertip grips. Thankfully, the grippy matte finish on the sides of the mouse make it pretty easy to move, even for fast flicks in games like CS, GO. Like the Logitech G305, another excellent mouse we also recommend in this category, you can swap in a lithium-ion AAA battery with an adapter to lower the weight significantly from 98 grams to around 80 grams. This reduces battery life slightly and changes the balance, but the mod makes it feel more responsive in the hand, so I personally prefer it. Finally, number 5 position is held by Logitech G Pro X Superlight. G Pro X Superlight is arguably the best gaming mouse on the market save for its high cost. Wireless gaming mice may put some people off, but from years of using the Superlight and empirical tests, the G Pro X Superlight is just as responsive and reliable as a wired mouse. It's also extremely light, tipping the scales at just 63 grams, yet it lasts weeks between charges. Its long battery life is thanks to a highly power-efficient Hero 25K optical sensor, which also performs extremely well in games. This accuracy combined with the mouse's streamlined shape, low weight and lack of cable drag make the G Pro X Superlight an absolute pleasure to use, even in the most demanding titles like Rainbow Six, Siege, CS:GO or Valorant. We're happy to recommend it to most gamers, given its medium size, 125 mm long, 63.5 mm wide. Even if you have never considered wireless mice before, the Superlight is good enough to make an exception. It's also available in 3 colors: black, white and pink. As we said, the Superlight is expensive for a mouse, so the earlier G Pro Wireless remains a great choice. It offers the same shape and an extremely similar sensor, but weighs around 25% more, includes RGB lighting and side buttons that can be moved to the left or right. If you're not a super competitive gamer, the original GPW is probably a better pick. That's all for today. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button for the upcoming video notification.